Because I'm hearing, the faster we're falling, we're stopping and stalling, we're going in circles again. Just when things were looking up, you said it wasn't good enough, but still we're trying one more time. Maybe we're just trying too hard, and really it's closer than it is too far. Cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head instead of going under. Cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head instead of going under, That's what I'm hearing. I call upon the Almighty Divine and the other guys, the ancestors and the angels now watch amongst us. I ask that you please now in my heart, my soul, these cards, the pride, the reading. I ask that you please guide us to benevolence, happiness, satisfaction, joy, grace, and great health. Please give us a clear and concise message so that we may step with confidence, love, and happiness. Yeah, because somebody feels like they're, you may be in a relationship where you feel like you're getting smothered. It's one thing to complain, but when you're driving me insane, well then I think it's time that we take a break. Yeah. Because I think you might need to take a little break. Someone's needing a break. Anytime I'm with you, I lose my mind because I'm bending over backwards to relate. It's one thing to complain, yeah, cause I'm in too deep. All right, big cats. Somebody's in too deep. You could be in too deep. They could be in too deep. Who knows? This is your Big Cat, Big Dick Collective Energy reading for tonight. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Yeah, so big cats, with this Knight of Wands, I'm seeing that someone went head first into something without really having the intentions to commit. The Knight of Wands is really a flighty energy. Someone who's in and out, really not capable of a deeper sense of commitment. So you could be dealing with someone with this condition, or you could have rushed into some shit, kind of feeling like it could be your energy. You could have rushed into some shit, not really pacing yourself, and now you may be suffering some kind of repercussions for it. But let's get some clarification to see for sure. You could be I'm feeling like you also dealing with someone who's mirroring this energy. Two of you could have rushed into something without really, too bad, so sad. Yeah. So this is the energy of not really thinking about the future, not really thinking too far down the line. You might be dealing with someone extremely impulsive. You might have some impulsive tendencies. But with this Eight of Pentacles, I'm seeing that it's all going to work out. I'm seeing that hard work can actually, your hard work is actually working towards ironing out any kinks or mistakes that might be made on this journey of impulsivity. So I'm seeing that this could have been a relationship that started out extremely bumpy, miscommunication, frantic, erratic energy, just sporadic energy, not really paying attention to signs and red flags and warnings. But with this Eight of Pentacles, I'm seeing that somebody's putting in the hard work to come back from this and right their wrongs. So because you might be in a period of righting your wrongs, being more attentive and diligent towards yourself and others, which is a beautiful energy to be in. As long as you keep at it, you have the energy, you have the ability to keep at it. Don't be offended. I treat everyone like shit. So yeah, big cats, you're definitely dealing with someone who's impulsive. They treat everyone with a lack of awareness because they have no self-awareness, so it exudes out from them. So, oh man, the faster we're falling, we're stopping and stalling, we're going in circles again. Okay, so y'all couldn't identify the struggles or the disconnection between you two, or they couldn't identify the disconnection because they're so impulsive. They don't stop to look at the signs. They don't stop to look at the social cues and the context clues to get a full perspective over what it is they need to be doing, what it is they need to be contributing to. So this individual or you could, oh man, I felt this energy. What the fuck? Two of Cups. Yes, a divine connection, twin flame connection. Twin flame Kundalini awakening connection. The two of you were moving damn near on the same frequency. A lot, really impulsive, really fast moving energy. It was a lot of excitement because the connection was really that fiery, really that deep. But with the with this impulsive energy out here, I'm seeing that y'all have to work and reestablish a connection because there was something done in the beginning that really caused a disruption between you two. With this Two of Cups energy, I'm seeing, can we clarify this Two of Cups? This was definitely a divine partnership, a divine counterpart. This was really a divine counterpart. I've made a complete fool of myself. Do you think they notice? Yes. And the two of you may have acted a damn ass. But I feel like the person you were dealing with, they were lost in this fiery, fast-moving energy so much to the point where you backed up, maybe prematurely. You cut them off and you may have had harsh judgments towards this individual. You may have judged this individual harshly based off of impulsivity. Y'all were mirroring each other, but in different aspects. They were showing you that they weren't really caring about the future, and you might have been caring about the future a little too much. You may have been taking it a little too seriously, and they were taking it not as seriously. So with this Five of Pentacles, I'm seeing that you decided to leave this individual alone, and this created a great void within the two of you that might still be spewing out some miscalculations and wrongful speculations. So, Big Cats, what I'm hearing is don't judge so harshly, because this individual was definitely going through some things, and they had their own burdens that they were kind of trying to run from when the two of you came into union. I fell for the trap. How did you know? Yes, this individual fell for something that was not beneficial for the both of you, and you picked up on this and you decided to move accordingly, but your judgments might have been too harshly as to what that was that they moved towards. Because with this Seven of Cups, I'm seeing that this is divine confirmation. This individual definitely was trying to entertain or go after multiple things at once. It feels like they were trying to chase money, chase maybe possibly other options, because they didn't think you were taking them seriously, and ultimately just a better life. This person, if this is truly a twin flame divine soulmate, y'all could have mirrored a lot of each other's struggles, childhood traumas, childhood struggles, or just struggles in the now that y'all were both facing, but just in different degrees. So this individual ultimately ran towards something they thought would have been an easier or more palatable option for them. And with this, I thought I could hurt you and forget about it forever. Yes, Big Cats, I'm seeing that you cut this person off, or you started to set up boundaries, and this person took it personally. So they wanted to try to get back at you on some immature BS. So the two of you rushed into this connection a little too recklessly, and it turned into turmoil, ultimately, I'm seeing. So, Big Cats, I'm seeing that this individual is feeling something. Yeah, because I'm seeing that this individual is feeling some type of remorse, but with this King of Swords card, I'm seeing that you have heavy boundaries up right now, and you could be spitting or spewing harsh truths towards this individual, but they're just a big softie. They're really just a little puppy dog. You might have been the leader or the more mature one out of this connection, and they were looking for guidance from you, and once you backed up and kind of retreated, it offended them to the point where they were just going to self-sabotage all the way to the end. So with this Temperance card, I'm seeing that you were the balance in this relationship, and this separation between the two of you is bringing back balance into this connection, and the both of you still have things to work on in order to fully come into union, something that's going to have longevity and last longer than just a couple days or weeks. But with the Sun card, let's fucking go. You definitely have a divine connection here, a divine counterpart, someone you can go the distance with. And with this Two of Cups, with this Sun card, I'm seeing that because a Kundalini awakening or a twin flame or soulmate is not going to be an easy relationship. It will be smooth. You will have the divine support and love that you need from your counterpart, but that does not mean that the two of you do not have unhealed traumas. That does not mean that the two of you do not have habits, hobbies, or mindsets that don't serve the relationship. It's easy to operate when you're alone. It's easy to be one with self, but when you're operating and co-creating with a whole another divine being, then there's a lot of collaboration, communication, and receptiveness that needs to be had and needs to be spoken aloud in order for things to work out, especially when a lot of underlying traumas and unpassed, unhealed wounds are involved. So Big Cats, cut this individual some slack, cut yourself some slack. We're all human. Mistakes happen, and you have to understand that in this journey, we need people that we can trust, and trust takes time. So don't think things are just gonna, that's what I feel the energy was at the beginning of the relationship. You just thought you were gonna jump into some perfect shit, and nothing's perfect. A baby isn't born knowing how to walk. Hello, my darling. Hello, my darling girl. Like, you're not born knowing shit. You're not. No one is born knowing shit. No one is born knowing shit. But with the Sun card energy here, I'm seeing that you will get to know some shit if you stick down to it. And with the Sun card, with this Eight of Pentacles as well, you will get to know some shit if you sit down and work on it. Everything takes time and work. So you put in your work consistently, you keep going consistently, and you give each other the benefit of the doubt, because we're all humans, we're all going to fuck up, and that's part of the journey, that's part of the refinery, that's part of what makes us divine individuals, because every fuck up is actually a step closer to our divine infiniteness. There would be no comfort without pain, there would be no love without war. We have to respect, condone, and acknowledge the duality that life encapsulates in order to truly have the whole, full, fulfilling experience of humanity, or of what it means to be a human, or what it means to be conscious, aware. Because awareness entails failure, you know what I mean? And acknowledgement of your failure, acknowledgement of your mortality. So you already know what it is, Big Cats. I love you guys. Y'all stay at it, stick at it, have some humility, pray for humility, balance, and awareness, so you can get the clarity you need to forgive yourself, forgive your divine counterpart, and come into the divine love that the universe wants to have, so we can set up these beacons of light, of trust, happiness, and restoration on this planet that so desperately needs it. I love you guys. Y'all have a beautiful night. You already know what it is. Big Cat out.